This is a review of the Trendsetter Task Chair in red and color by Laura Davison. A comment about how well this chair is packed. If you look here, you can see this piece is wrapped like a mummy, basically. It's nicely painted and it's all protected. And on the floor there, you can see some of the pieces we pulled out. That's a very nice seat chair cushion, very thick and dense foam, packed into a nice box, and then inside of that it's in a plastic bag to keep it clean. As you can see, we've unpacked the box. And these are all the contents. On the left-hand side over here, you can see the base. It's welded here in the middle. There's a ring that goes around there to hide the welds. Here you can see the 5 feet that go onto the base and the brief instructions. There's the accessory hardware bag right there with all the screws, nuts, and bolts you're going to need. In the back there, you'll see these 2 items that are curved. Those are the armrests that attach to the seat and to the back. Here's the main piston for the chair to support your body when you sit down. And then on the side here, you can see the bottom seat cushion in red. And in the back, you'll see the seat back, which is a very nice and stylish, breathable back to keep you from getting hot. Step is to take the 5 feet and align them and shove them in, and they snap in place. And just work your way around the base. After the feet are installed, you just simply slip this little ring over the top of this to hide the welds. These legs here are chrome-plated metal. This piece here to hide that is a artificially chrome-plated piece of plastic. I don't know how long it's going to hold up, but it does the job to hide the welds. Now that you have the base assembled, you simply drop in this center piston, and it fits right into place. Here you can see that 2 different sizes of Allen wrenches come with the set. There are 8 screws and washers to attach the base to the top or the back of the chair. And then here you'll see the 4 screws that you would use to attach the arm pieces to the back. You can see I put this piece of metal inside of this armrest. It was a little bit tight. I'm a big guy. I was able to basically pound it in with my big hands. But you may need to have like a rubber mallet or something to tap it in there. The objective is to get the screw holes to line up with these holes so you can put in the bolts. See, I've got both of those bolts put in place. I tightened them fairly tight. It is plastic against metal. Just be careful that you don't over tighten them. You don't want this to split down the road. I'm one of those guys that nothing ever feels tight, so that's one of the things I worry about. But you can see it went together and it's fairly strong. You can see I've got both of those arms in place and they're tightened down. And now we're ready to install the seat on this piece right here. Here you can see I've got all 8 screws in place, and I've tightened them down very tightly with the supplied Allen wrench. Since this is where a lot of your weight's going to go, this should be securely mounted down. Now all that's left is to insert the base into here. Now comes the final assembly. You just want to set this down so that shaft would go into this. This hole has been greased with some like axle grease, and that's good to help it make it go together a little easier. And that's all that's left to do. There you can see the chair put together. Very stylish, very ergonomically designed. One thing I find missing on this chair that I think would be important is that I just recently purchased some office chairs for our offices upstairs, and they specified the weight of the chair of how much it would be able to hold. I'm just a little surprised that that specification is not shown in this detail. On the side you can see a lever. And if you press this lever, you can make the chair come up. You see it rise. So you can adjust it to the height that you like to have it at. That's pretty high. That's what controls that piston down below. Here you can see my construction level on the seat. And you can see that the bubble is centered. We've done this on carpet and hardwood floors, and it has the same effect. We're across the arms. And you can see the bubbles off to one side. And if I raise it up on the other side, you'll see that it's off by about 3/8 of an inch to 1/2 an inch. We notice at the top of the chair, from the arms to the very back up here at the back, looks slightly crooked, and I've tried every way I can to adjust it, and I can't quite get it. But I wanted to point this out that maybe when you put it together it needs some adjustment. You can see this is a nice attractive chair. I like the fact that it has a mesh back because that helps you stay cool when you're in the office if you're sitting all day long. It has a nice high density seat on it. We measured the seat cushion, and the distance between the 2 armrests, the 2 metal ones you see, is 18 1/4 inches between them. The seat itself, the red part, is 18 inches wide and 19 inches deep. It's my estimation that this chair is good size for a person who weighs about 200 pounds or less, 210 pounds. If you're much bigger than that, it's going to get just a skosh tight, but it's not a bad chair. There is no weight specification provided though. I am concerned that the top is slightly tilted to one side. I've tried to adjust that multiple different times and I can't quite get it out of there. Because of that, I think I'm going to give this a 4-star rating because I took great pains in putting it together to do the video, and I don't think I've done anything wrong. So I think that's just something that maybe some people may notice and may bother them. It may not happen with every chair you buy. This review is done by jjceo. I'd like to tell you that I received a sample for test and evaluation, and I promise to give a fair and honest review.